Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Logic Language Learning. If you are new to the channel, because we seem to have had an absolute rush of new people, then brilliant, welcome. Yeah, we've cleared 1,000. We aim for quality, not quantity in this with this channel, but it's lovely to be appreciated. So hi guys and welcome. Okay, and as most of you who are already members know, we're quite an open community. We discuss stuff underneath the videos. If you need to message me and you don't understand something in the video, do please feel that you can on LogicLanguageLearning@gmail.com. I am open for private tuition with very reasonable rates, and you do make quick progress, but these videos will always be free, and help yourself to as many of them as you need. If you want a video doing on a topic, do please let me know. So today's video is information that most of you that have watched the videos for a while probably know, but is a really useful way of speeding something up, okay? So I want you to imagine that I am Poseidon, god of the sea. I am Neptune, god of the sea. And I have in my hand, I've got my trident, okay? I've got my three-pronged fork, okay? Now, the reason I'm thinking about this, I could have gone with anything else which kind of has three things, but I've really found trident to be the useful one, okay? Three-leaf clover, I suppose. No, because it's the four-leaf clover is the one that you... yeah, three... what else could we have for three that's powerful? So, the fact is, this is looking at the verbs that will be using dans, that will be using de, and that will be using en. And this is an intermediate to advanced technique which is going to push you into being comfortable with all of those situations. So if you don't understand when and how we use dans, please watch the relative pronoun video, and I will attach a link to that at the end, and that will explain how we use dans. And if you go into the dans as in D-O-N-T, if you go into the videos on a PC and you scroll and you enter in the search field D-O-N-T, dans, a load of videos will come up. And what basically is dans? Dans is the of which, about which relative pronoun. So the boy I need, le garçon dont j'ai besoin. Okay? So what we're talking about today, and those of you that have private tuition with me know I always use this light bulb. We are talking about the verbs where you have a de if you have x and then the y. Yeah, you have a dans if you have y and then the x, and if you have x and no y, you have an en. And I used to have a little sheet with that down. Let's see if I've got it there for you guys to have a look at. But the point is, what we're looking at today is a way to speed all of this up in your mind. This is what is the most important thing. So the reason I'm pushing the trident image is because I don't want you to having to be thinking the whole time, I need to remember to use this, I need to remember to use this, okay? That is problematic. That is not the logic language learning way, and that is not what we want. So let's look at what we're saying. We are talking about verbs, and we are saying that these verbs, yeah, that use de to achieve something, that you're always going to need at least one of the trident. De, dans, en. De, dans, en. I'll say that again. You're always going to need at least one of the trident. So, let's take an example. I need the pen. And let's say the pizza. Yeah, because it's nice, clear, obvious, feminine. There's no join on de and le, du. So let's say I need the pizza. Okay? So I'm going to write this one out. I don't always write, but I think this would be useful. So I need the pizza. J'ai besoin de la pizza. Okay? It could be any expression that uses de. Let's have a little look. So j'ai besoin de la pizza. We can see that de word in the middle. Now, as those of you know who already know this, yeah, that is an expression which takes de. Okay, some expressions don't have anything in the middle, so da 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 da, he speaks to me, you know, I speak to whatever. There's no de, okay? the boy I like, le garçon que j'aime, the boy who likes me, le garçon qui m'aime. You know, there's not always a de. So we're talking about expressions which use de. And how at speed, we can remember to do it in different ways. If I said the pizza I need, la pizza, dont j'ai besoin, okay, which is completely good French, the pizza I need. Like most of you know that have done this already, or you will know by the time you've watched the relative pronouns video, we've got la pizza dont j'ai besoin. So like the word don't in English, but without an apostrophe. Yeah, the pizza of which I have need. Yeah, you can't say la pizza que j'ai besoin. No, okay. We know this, we know this, we know this. So let's just finish it off, and let's, while we're there, try and find a better pen. Should we switch to green, or should we have a better red? Let's switch to green, okay. So I need some. J'en ai besoin. Okay. You've now got X and no Y, which means you've got the person doing the verb, but you're not formally in the same detail mentioning the thing. So, j'en ai besoin. Great. So what we've got here is de, dans, en. Let's look at another one. I remember the girl. Je me souviens de la fille. Yes, I want you to use se souvenir de rather than rappeler and all this business, okay? Try and use rappeler more for remind to somebody else, or, you know, whatever, call someone back, okay? It will help you at this stage stay on the straight and narrow. So I remember the girl. Je me souviens de la fille. The girl I remember, la fille dont je me souviens. I remember it. Je m'en souviens. Okay. I look after the project. Je m'occupe du projet. I've got a de and a le becoming du. Le projet dont je m'occupe. What's the other one? Je m'en occupe. I myself of it occupy. So some of that will be familiar. Yeah. What we need then is to understand this trident concept. Okay, this trident concept, okay? And what I'm saying is to just think of these verbs as trident verbs. Okay? There's some noise in the corridor, okay? To think of these verbs as trident verbs. And what that means is that we are always going to need at least one. Okay? We're always going to need at least one. Okay? So if you have these trident verbs and you've got you're always basically going to have either de, dans, or en. Okay? Here's my beautiful trident that I've drawn. So it's a trident verb. And most verbs where you have at some point in time used de, dans, or en are going to be tridents. Okay? Now de you can obviously use in plenty of expressions. Okay, I want to, you know, let's say j'ai envie. So j'ai envie de sortir. Yeah? Yeah? J'ai envie de sortir. Yeah? I didn't, you know, it wasn't a thing I fancied. You know, dont j'avais envie, of which I had fancied. Dont j'avais envie. J'en ai envie. You know, je te parle de l'histoire. I talked to you about the story. L'histoire dont je t'ai parlé. Yeah? Je te parle de l'histoire dont je t'ai parlé. Je t'en parle. Yeah? Je t'en parle. So it's basically just this idea that you're going to need one of those three in certain verbs, and just start mind mapping. Yeah, I always say I don't like visualization when it's reading, but I love mind mapping. Just start mind mapping. When I see a besoin, when I see a s'occuper, when I see a se souvenir, I'm going to always have it in the presence of one of those. Yeah? Je m'occupe de. You know, le projet dont je m'occupe. Je m'en occupe. It's impossible in those circumstances to have it without one of my tridents. And this is really useful because a lot of you will go, right, okay, je m'occupe de, and that's fine, okay? But going the other way round, you go, yeah, you know, the project I'm looking after. Le projet que je m'occupe. Oh, and that is where you will forget to use the dont. That is desperately popular, unfortunately. I hear that all the time. People forget the dont, and it's such basic French. We really need that dont in place. Okay, so one of the ways that I've constructed to help you do this is really just like most of these videos, is just explaining what happens in my head as somebody who's bilingual and who's always had them both, is to explain to you how I just see them. They are just verbs that are going to need one of those three possibilities. So if I've got a besoin, You know, if you're saying there is a need, you're not using it as a verb. Il y a un besoin, fine. But if you're saying, oh, you know, we need the paper. Nous avons besoin du papier. Yeah, there's your de. Obviously de and le, but du papier. Oh yeah, the paper we need. Le papier dont nous avons besoin. Okay. Oh yeah, we need it. Nous en avons besoin. They're tridents. They are tridents. So once you start thinking about tridents, it will really make life easier. Here's another little game. When you use either dans or en, or de in an expression, see if you can find out one of the tridents. Now, there are times that you will use de where it's not a trident verb, obviously. Il vient de la pharmacie. He's coming from the pharmacy, okay? Or you will use en where it's not a trident verb, you know, like j'en achète, I buy some, okay? What I'm talking about is the trident verb cluster, yeah? So the ones that tend to use the de and the don can then use the en. Obviously we can use en in plenty of other circumstances, It's just a pronoun, yeah? It's just a pronoun for some of them, okay? And obviously we can use de in plenty of other circumstances, where we just have coming from, yeah? So the man I got a letter from, the man from whom I received a letter, l'homme de qui j'ai reçu une lettre. So really, the big checker for this is the ones that can use dans, yeah, the of which, because that's really showing me that we're properly in the trident cluster of verbs. So, je me souviens, yeah, je me moque de quelqu'un, je me souviens de quelqu'un, je me fous de quelque chose. J'en ai marre de quelque chose. Yeah, j'ai marre de quelque chose. Whatever's happening, you are going to be just thinking of these as this cluster. And if this readily gets you through s'occuper, parler de, se souvenir de, and very few other ideas, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I am more than happy with that. Okay? So, the girl I remember, I need a trident. La fille dont je me souviens. Oh yeah, I remember the girl. I need a trident. Je me souviens de la fille. Oh yeah, I remember it. Je m'en souviens. Trident. So you just think of remember as a trident. Okay. I'm going to look after the rabbit. Trident verb. Look after. Je m'occupe du lapin. One of the tridents. Oh yeah, the rabbit I look after. Le lapin dont je m'occupe. I look after it. Je m'en occupe. Trident. So look after, trident. Remember, trident. Okay? So I really hope this is useful, particularly for generating the versions where you're not starting with the verb. You're not saying, I look after this, I remember this. Okay? Good. By all means, contact me underneath if this isn't totally clear, and enjoy the rest of your day.